What's good, YouTube? Super Insane 18 here, bringing you our first episode of our Majora's Mask 3D Let's Play. Majora's Mask is my absolute favorite Zelda game, so I definitely wanted to bring it to you guys here on the channel. Let's go ahead and jump right in. Alright, so I went ahead and already made a profile. I have not done anything on it yet. So we're going to go ahead and just load that up, and it will bring us into the start of the game. In the land of Hyrule, there echoes a legend held dearly by the royal family that tells of a boy. A boy who, after battling evil and saving Hyrule, crept away from the land that made him a legend. Done with the battles he once waged across time, he embarked on a journey, a secret and personal journey. A journey in search of a beloved and invaluable friend. A friend with whom he parted ways when he finally fulfilled his heroic destiny and took his place among legends. So, for those of you that maybe might not be familiar with the Zelda series or don't know what that was, this is a sequel to the Ocarina of Time game, which a lot of people widely regard as the best Zelda game of all time. At the end of that game, spoiler alert on a 20-something-year-old game, Navi, the fairy, ends up parting ways with Link, and this story kind of begins with him searching for Navi. We see him riding Epona through the Lost Woods, and we're gonna see what happens. Definitely excited to be bringing you guys my all-time favorite video game, not even just Zelda game. I love Majora's Mask so much, and it's a darker game, which is why we're going for a little bit of a darker tone. I don't really have the lights on, just kind of illuminated by the light on my screen. And there is the mask. I have a friend who gets so freaked out by Skull Kid's laugh. You two fairies did great. I wonder if he has anything good on him. Huh? This guy? Well, that shouldn't be a problem. What are you gonna do to my horse? It's pretty rude, just kicking me while I'm out. And that is the Ocarina of Time. Oh, what a pretty ocarina. Hey, Skull Kid, let me touch it. I want to see it. You can't, Tail. What would you do if we dropped it and broke it? No way. You can't touch it. Aw, but sis, why can't I try it out too? You did it now, Skull Kid. Props to Link, though, being like a 10-year-old kid and just being able to grab onto a horse and hold on while it's running at full speed. That's, gotta be painful. There we go. Skull Kid's just taken off with our horse, and we are left on the ground. So, I think it should be noteworthy to say that, you might see it on the layout, we have spots for all of the masks. We've got the transformation masks, as well as all 20 of the other masks you can get throughout this game. We are not going to be 100%ing this game, but we will be getting all of the masks, since that is the main gimmick of this game. So let's go ahead and jump right in. This should bring us to another area of the forest, and once we get through this beginning cutscene, we'll be able to get into the actual gameplay. So I haven't really decided the length that these episodes are going to be. I was thinking maybe around 20 to 30 minutes. It really just depends. Let's go ahead and just kind of play it by ear, take it as it goes. And the spotlight's on Skull Kid. What's with that stupid horse of yours? It doesn't listen to a word that's said to it. There's no point in riding a thing like that, so I did you a favor and got rid of it, hee hee. Aw, boo-hoo, why the sad face? I just thought I'd have a little fun with you. Oh, come now, do you really think you can beat me as I am now? Fool. All these Dekus rubbing up on me. And now we are Deku Link. Hehe, now that's a good look for you. You'll stay here looking that way forever. Sis! Whoa, whoa, Skull Kid, wait for me, I'm still here. Tail, you can't leave without me. You. If I wasn't dealing with you, I wouldn't have gotten separated from my brother. Well, don't just sit there, Deku boy, do something. Why are you looking at me like that? What, is there something stuck on my face? Will you stop staring and just open that door for me? Please, come on, a helpless little girl is asking you, so hurry up. Oh, Tail, I wonder if that child will be alright on his own. Hey, wait for me, don't leave me behind. So, that stuff back there, I, apologize, so take me with you. You want to know about that Skull Kid who just ran off, right? Well, I just so happen to have an idea of where he might be going. Take me with you and I'll help you out, deal? Please? Good, so then it's settled. Now then, I'll be your partner, at least until we catch the Skull Kid. My name is Tattle, so, it's nice to meet you or whatever. Now that we've got all that straightened out, can we stop messing around and get moving? If I figure something out, press and I'll tell it to you. Hopefully you'll manage to get it without my help until then. Link's just so done. He didn't ask for any of this, he was just looking for Navi, just jumped by a little imp in a mask, bullied by a fairy. Gotta feel bad for the guy. Alright, so we are just going to skip that entire area over there. There really isn't much over there except some Deku Seeds that we can get later on in the playthrough if we want to. They aren't really necessary, so I'm not too worried about them. Hey you, come on, press L and talk to me. There you go, see? You can do it if you try. When I fly over to people or objects, use L to look at them so you can interact with them. Use L targeting to talk to people even if they're far away. Or if there's no one to target you, you can use L to look straight ahead. But enough about that for now. Come over to this tree and check it out. And this is why it is one of the darkest Zelda games. This is actually a dead Deku whose face I am currently wearing. It's strange, but the way you look right now sort of reminds me of this tree. It looks all dark and gloomy, almost like it could start crying any second now. How sad. So, this game is actually based on the 5 stages of grief. So, every area that we go to is going to be one of those areas. let's go ahead and come up here. You've met with a terrible fate, haven't you? Creepiest character in a Zelda game. Happy Mask Salesman. I own the Happy Mask Shop. I travel far and wide in search of masks. During my travels, a very important mask was stolen from me by an imp in the woods. So here I am at a loss, and now I found you. Now, don't think me rude, but I have been following you. For I know of a way to return you to your former self. If you can get back that precious item that was stolen from you, I will return you to normal. In exchange, all that I ask is that you get back my precious mask that imp stole from me. What, is it not a simple task? Why, to someone like you, it should be by no means difficult task. Except, the one thing is, I'm a very busy fellow, and I must leave this place in 3 days. How grateful I would be if you could bring it back to me before my time here is up. But yes, you'll be fine. I see you are young and have tremendous courage. I'm sure you'll find it right away. Oh, and one more thing. Please be so kind as to direct your gaze over there for a moment. That strange stone over there, do you see it? It's called a Sheikah stone. When the world has weighed you down with worry, crawl inside and let it show you the way. If ever you find yourself lost on your grand adventure, seek the counsel of this wise old stone. It will surely help you on your noble quest. Well then, I'm counting on you. So essentially that stone will tell us what to do if we ever forget where we are. I love the Clock Town music. This entire game's soundtrack in general is just amazing. He gives me the creeps. That mask salesman was sorry, just thinking aloud. But 3 days, even if we never sleep, that still leaves us with a measly 72 hours. Talk about demanding. Well, don't just stand there, we're going to see the Great Fairy. Look, you want to find the Skull Kid, don't you? The Great Fairy will know what he's up to. She watches over everything. And just between you and me, the Skull Kid is no match for the Great Fairy. I'm pretty sure the Great Fairy lives in a shrine somewhere here in town. Where? Well, somewhere. Don't press me for the details. I don't come to this town very often. You could try talking to one of those kids who hang out around the town. One of them might know where the shrine is. So, because I've played this game literally hundreds of times, I'm going to go ahead and just jump right into it. I know exactly what we need to do, where we need to go. So, let's come over here to the laundry pool. There is a fairy that is just kind of floating here. Please, hear my plea. The masked Skull Kid has broken me apart and scattered my pieces. Please find a way to return to the fairy fountain in North Clocktown. So now that we've gotten the fairy here, we can restore the Great Fairy, and she will give us magic abilities. So we're going to go ahead, we're going to try to skip that flower so we don't activate the cutscene associated with it. Now, because this is the 3D version, they did make some really good quality of life changes, like the bank being right there rather than in, I believe it was East Clocktown before. Either East or West, I don't really remember the side. Thinking about it, I think it was West. So, there's some quality of life changes like that. Let me actually, do I have enough rupees? I should. What's this? Green clothes? White fairy? Sir, could you be by chance a forest fairy? Oh my name is Tingle. I think I'm the same as you, sir, a forest fairy. Alas, though I am already age 35, no fairy has come to me yet. My father tells me to grow up and act my age, but why? I tell you, Tingle is the very reincarnation of a fairy. Now, while I stand here waiting for a fairy of my own, I sell maps to help out my father. Lucky. You're so lucky to have a fairy, I know. We should be friends. Yes. In exchange, I will sell you a map for cheap as a sign of my friendship. Will you buy one of Tingle's maps? We are going to go ahead and buy the Clocktown map. Now, you can buy maps for other areas, like you saw there was Woodfall there, but it's always cheapest to buy the map for the area you're in, so we're not going to buy any maps unless we're in that area. Oh, Tingle, nearly forgot, good sir. Do you know how to use my maps? Tap the map on the lower screen to zoom in and out. tap the map icon to view the map screen. There's lots to see there, so be sure to check it out. Well, all again, Tingle Tingle Kululin. These are the magic words that Tingle created himself. Don't steal them. Don't worry, I won't. And now we are in the fairy fountain. Oh no, the Great Fairy. Tattle, and you, young one of the altered shape, thank you for returning my broken and shattered body to normal. I am the Great Fairy of Magic. I thought that masked child was helping me, and I grew careless. All I can offer you now is this. I shall grant you magic power as a sign of my gratitude. Please accept it. And now we are getting a magic bar, which means we can use our bubble attack. You've been granted magic power. In your current form, press and hold B to blow a big bubble, release to shoot it. Aim with the joystick, target with L, your magic power decreases when you shoot, replenish it with magic jars and potions. The man who lives in the observatory outside of town may know of the Skull Kid's whereabouts, but be careful. You must not underestimate that child's power, kind young one. If ever you are returned to your former shape, please come see me, I shall give you more help. So now we are going to play hide and seek with the Bomber Kids. So let's go ahead. We are going to shoot down this balloon. He's going to get curious about who did it. Are you the one who just popped that up there? Not bad for a Deku scrub. We bombers have a hideout that leads to the observatory outside town. You need a code to get in. Maybe I'll tell you what it is, but don't think you're getting in that easy. I can't just tell you what the code is, you'll have to pass my test first. Are you ready? Of course. Alright, line up, guys. The 5 of us will run and hide in different places all over town. If you can catch all of us before sunrise, we'll teach you the secret code. Oh, and Deku Nuts aren't fair game. They're bright and hurt our eyes, so you can't use them. Okay? Got that? Alright, are you ready? Seems to be a little bit laggy there. Capturing 3DS is not a science, unfortunately. Okay, so I know one of them is back here. Let's go ahead and grab him really quick. Oh, that's one. Aw, you caught me. Now there are only 4 left. Now, they did change where all of the bombers are from the N64 release, and the N64 release is the one that I've actually played more often, so I tend to get it confused when I play the 3DS remake, but I think I can find them all. That's not one of them, he's the one guarding the entrance. Alright, so let's go ahead and come down here. I believe there's one in one of these boxes. Okay, that must be a different area that I'm thinking of then. So let's go ahead and come over here. Wow, this is definitely laggy. There should be one of the Bomber Kids up here. We're gonna go ahead and just roll into them. Aw, you caught me. Now there are only 3 left. I'll try to get this lag sorted out before the next episode. I didn't think it was going to be this bad. I did play a little bit before recording, which is why I had that file, just to see how the lag was going to be, and it wasn't this bad. Aw, you caught me. Now there are only 2 left. One of them should be in a box here in the laundry pool. caught me. Now there's only one left. Alright, and then the last one should be up at the top of East Clocktown, or West Clocktown. Yep, there he is. So I think once we get to the bomber's hideout, we're going to cut for this episode. We are already 20 minutes deep. Aw, no way, you finally got me. So we're going to get this code, we're going to go to the hideout, and we will call that here until the next episode. You're pretty good for a Deku scrub. If only you were human. Then I could give you an original bomber's notebook and make you a member. What do you think, guys? No way, no scrubs. I guess not. Once we let some kid who wasn't human join our gang, and boy did we ever regret it, sorry. But I'll teach you the code, just like I promised. I can tell you only once though, so pay close attention. Are you ready? Alright, so it's gonna be 51324. The code is 51324. The entrance to our secret hideout is in East Clocktown. Alright, so let's go ahead and get into the hideout. If you want to pass through here, you have to say the secret code. So it was 51324. That's right. If you know the code, then you're a member, right? Okay, here you go. There's a lot of cool stuff at that telescope guy's place. Oh yeah, and the Bomber Secret Society of Justice Forever. Alright, we are in the hideout, so we are going to go ahead and stop this episode here. If you guys enjoyed, make sure to hit that like button, subscribe, comment down below for more content that you guys would like to see, any specific games. Make sure you check out my other videos. I do have some Yu-Gi-Oh! Content, some Pokemon content, and we'll see where this goes. Thank you so much for watching. Peace.